Okay, YouTube, Ryan Phillips there. We're looking at the J-3 Cub and just testing out this new camera. What's going on is I hit the ground with the prop. I don't even think I really crashed, or maybe that was when I ran into the tree. I didn't think it was really all that big of a deal, like a big violent crash, but it was violent enough to break that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys how to kind of fix that. I mean, it's kind of a patch job. It's not perfect, but I also want to kind of see how this camera works. Okay, so we're going to let everything initiate. Just set it down. Okay, so everything's working. So obviously in this repair sequence, you have to be kind of careful because you're going to be running the prop. Don't chop your fingers off. If you do, don't blame me. The X-18, throttle cuts off. Obviously, it's a little bit out of balance now. I have a small piece of tape on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my throttle cut on. First thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take and I'm going to look at the shape of this, and then I'm going to trim it on the on that side, the side of damage, to where I'm satisfied with the shape. So what I want to do is I want to just take and clip this just a little teeny bit. I'm just going to take a little bit off of there, just like that. Okay, so obviously you want the thrust to be the same on both sides. So now I need to mimic this shape, that cut, so it's going to be over on this side, so it's the leading edge of the prop as it cuts through the air. So we'll want to smooth that over just a little bit too. So I'm just going to come down here and line my body up so I get a good alignment with it. And I'm just going to snip off a little bit. And then I'm going to take this piece that I cut off and I'm going to put it over on the other side of the prop and just kind of hold it in place. And it looks like I didn't quite get as much, but that's close enough for our purposes. And obviously you're going to lose a little bit of thrust there, but it's not enough to make a big deal out of. Safety glasses for a second. Got this grinding disc. This thing is a real awesome tool. Performax brand. Buy these at your Menards, your local Menards, if you have them. Wherever you are in the world. So just get that smoothed over just a little bit. Smooth it over. Give it the shape you're thinking you want. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it needs to be close enough to allow everything to cut through the air. Remember, I mean, you're not hopefully going to be touching this prop too much. It's going to be cutting through the air. Okay, so let's run it now and listen. Throttle cuts off. That is amazing how much better that was. I either got phenomenally lucky or I made an awesome cut. And I'll let you guys make up your mind. I think I got really lucky. So, next step, video number 2 coming out in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the weight of the overall plane and see how we can reduce some weight. Man, those lights are awesome, aren't they? Look how bright they are. Problem is, right now, I still tend to think that this thing it's definitely tail heavy. And part of that might be because I put my servo a little bit further past center of zero than I should have. So what I may also have to do is I may have to get into this cavity here. Trying to get you guys so you can see in there. There's actually an opening in there. And what I'm thinking about doing is just trying to make the depth a little bit better. Because right now, as you can see, this eventually bottoms out there. And what I'm thinking about doing is maybe making that go a little bit further forward, and then I can use the battery to help to center gravity out the plane. And that's kind of the rationale there is, if you want to figure out if your plane's going to CG out with a battery change, of course you can just, tape that battery on and move it to a different position and then see how it CGs out. So that's what I'll probably end up doing. But keep watching for more, guys.